Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our visitors coming into play here. They know coming in they've got to be at their best because they're facing one of the better overall defenses in the NFL.
And this is not one of the better offenses around in terms of running the football. So they understand that they're going to be put to the test a bit. The big plays in the run game, they haven't been there of late. So maybe that means we'll see them shake things up.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And leading them out there, their 6'5" quarterback.
He had the numbers of a game last week that if you win, you talk about him being a gritty guy, managing the game, getting it done. But they lost. So obviously 2 interceptions, 1 touchdown pass, that's not going to be good enough. Got to get that changed around.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago, 14 carries, 82 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first, but they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that, but they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 38-yard line.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 38. From the gun, he'll hand this off. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll go down at the 28. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here. He's going to go down. About the 37-yard line. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on first down and a sack. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly, meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them? They were on him in a hurry.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And it won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 4th down. Back to throw here. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game. Well, that opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
The Packers ready to take over offensively. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the first down marker. Ouch, you thought you had the defensive stand. Roughing the passer wipes it out.
What does every defense talk about? 3 and out, right? Thought they were able to get off the field. Not so.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 95 yards, and a score.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On 2nd down now, it's Hudson, and he'll go down at the 28. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Not much there, only a yard. Second and 9 now. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave them trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hudson. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 42-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their 2nd drive. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they have things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight. And that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. That's going to be caught by Pitts. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 18.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll set them back 5. Boy, they had it at the 1. The false start moves it to the 6 now for 1st and goal. He'll look to throw. The quick slant caught. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's London. They'll try again. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Monarchs have taken the lead. So the 2nd down run didn't work. They run it again on 3rd down and get in. I wasn't sure if they might pass it, Charles. We know that they like to mix it up down here around the goal line.
Yeah, almost felt like the offensive line said, forget mixing it up. Let's call our favorite running play over our best blockers, and let's get this one in.
Now the try here for the point after.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
And he can't escape, and down he goes. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
But you do need to know as a young quarterback that if you're going to spread the field, the ball's got to come out quick, and you have to know where to go with the football, really, in pre-snap. Identify where you want to go and get rid of it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
And that's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. On now is the Packers punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. It may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. Back to throw now on first down. And his throw is going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. The offense on third down tonight, they've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. And they bring their punter out there now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So first and 10 now from the 30. Back to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. That catch good for only a couple.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
It's a gain of 6, moves him to a manageable 3rd and 2 situation. Back to throw. Can't get away, and he's taken down. Call it a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A 40-yard punt, no return. And that will come the offense as they take over. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. He's been good. His guys are winning. So far, the recipe working here in the second quarter.
And he doesn't like to just tote the rock. He wants to carry his team on his back, and that's what he's done throughout this game.
Yeah, he's done that. He'll be hoping to continue that trend. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
A gain of 3, second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw here. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And they'll send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the protection, it struggled.
And normally what you get is renewed determination. When the big guy gets hit, that usually sparks people. Hey, we can't let this happen anymore. They take it personally. He's not supposed to be on the ground, but that hasn't been the case so far in this game. So maybe they've got to figure out how do they get rid of the ball faster to help out the offensive line so he doesn't get hit as much.
And we'll see if they can keep him off the ground now going forward. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Check 59. Mike is 59.
They'll look to throw again.
This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's got his big tight end here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Going for it all.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And his kick is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This take it in at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. London about set to take over on offense.
They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll set up to throw. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down of the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy.
Let's go.
Well, normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation, you have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run, and I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for a very nice pickup.
And he'll give it here to his running back. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it'll be second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there. And now 4th down.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
Green Bay's offense ready to go again.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
They're going to look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. The clock rolls as the Packers look to hurry things up. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle. Hooper. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the 2nd quarter.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive. And here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. So he's been a busy man here in this first half. That's 3 field goals for him now.
And not just 3 field goals, but 3 for 3. So even though the offense has struggled a bit putting it in the end zone, they've still been able to come away with points due to his leg.
Takes it at the 7.
We play to win.
So we're at halftime here at Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you.
It's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
So here are the Packers now to take over. They've got the lead right now in this contest, and they're coming off that victory a week ago against the Minnesota Vikings. Set to go 1st and 10. On play action, they'll throw. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. In trouble, and he's taken down. He'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
I'm sure a lot of time was spent in the locker room, Charles, with talking with his defense about setting a tone here in the third quarter when you're down on the scoreboard. A sack like that, maybe that can get them going.
Yeah, you have to believe exactly what you just said, that they got together and said, let's be some change agents here. Let's go ahead and turn things around. Let's be the force that gets us going here in the second half and puts us in a position to find a way to win the game.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. On now is the Packers punter as he's on here to punt it away. Yeah, that's a 48-yard punt with the coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half.
And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for the second half.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Now after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you offside. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Back to throw here. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off, because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. The sack recorded, it's a loss of 5, and now it's 2nd down.
That's his 2nd sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now a handoff here to his running back. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. On now is the Packers punter, as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. That'll be a 47-yard punt, officially 5 on the return. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. He's been a good workhorse. I know we use the word workhorse a lot, but he's been a good workhorse for him in this one.
No doubt about it, and there's nothing wrong with that. That's what you're looking for if you're a back, because that means everything's coming together for you. The big guys up front have created space. You've run through it.
Under pressure, and down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down and a sack.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. They'll drop to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A big connection on that one. 41 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense. Second and 5.
And incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD. That's because really there hasn't been any. This defense has been all over.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 41-yard line.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going, a little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. And now here's a carry heading left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for him. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Monarchs have retaken the lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Extra point attempt to come here. And the lead is up to 5. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. On 2nd down, it's Hudson. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Right back to him on 1st down. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll wind up as a loss on the play, so now they're staring at a 3rd down and 12.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
The last 2 plays each lose a yard. They'll try to move forward here on 3rd and 12. He'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback.
London about set to take over on offense.
Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Here's a handoff out of the gun.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
Come on, baby. Let's go!
One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And his throw is incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Back to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Monarchs look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. But sometimes you just got to marvel at how these guys can throw the football. He gave that everything he had, and it was right on the money.
And that is absolutely demoralizing for a defense because you've got the offense on the ropes. It's 3rd down. You're trying to get off the field, and then wham. You have a letdown in the secondary, and you give up a big one.
And that throw, amazingly, well over 70 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Wow.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
On 1st down, Hudson. And he'll be taken down by the face mask, it appeared. And yes, out come the flags.
Hey, we don't need no more penalties right here.
Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hudson, and nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. Back to throw again. And finding the tight end Hooper. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now a give right side. It's Hudson looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. On 3rd and short, they'll try option left. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a give right side. It's Hudson, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Second and 6. Steps away to his left. Finding room to the 20. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, second half, no quit in him.
0.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So out comes the field goal team once more. And his kick is good. And that lead is back down to 9 now.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Taking it about the 1. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. London about set to take over on offense.
This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
And they give this time to the tailback. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
138 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And carries like that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
You got him.
A timeout here as we got a player shaken up, and that's Johnson who's down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Second and 5.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Come on, fellas. Oh, that money in the bank, right?
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now back to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they'll get this down to the 10.
The passing game continues to be their friend, even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles. They're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
They'll look to throw here. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And nothing but daylight ahead. The 40, 30, And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game, so hold on here, not done in the fourth. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throw left side complete. That's Hudson. So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 14. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it was a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 39. Well, this D, particularly the secondary, has been picked apart at points here tonight. They finally, though, get to the quarterback, get a pick.
And we know this about him. He loves night games, loves the spotlight, loves being the center of attention. I will bet you that he ran off the field almost chuckling to himself. They finally got one. They finally got me.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Clock running here, under 90 seconds to go. That is caught at the 7-yard line. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Buying time to his left. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
And the penalty certainly makes things tougher here as they try again. 3rd and goal.
Come on. 56 Mike.
Now here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll move him back within 6 now. So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. And they'll indeed take a knee. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this score will stay right where it is. So make it 2 missed field goals for him now, but I have the sense, given that distance, you can probably forgive him here on this one.
Yeah, this is out of the range of just about anybody on planet Earth except probably you, partner. But you just got to drive it out low and hope that somehow you hit it absolutely perfect. But no real chance for this one to go through.
He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still... You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for our visitors, it's a win that might keep them alive in the play.